this at all. Starting. Just before we get started, a couple of things. This is a relaxed performance, which means the lighting state should stay like this. We have had some problems with the hotel lights. Don't panic if they go off. I will get those back on as quickly as possible if that happens. But these two cans will absolutely stay on. There will also be no loud noises during the performance, no sudden noises either, but there will be music for atmospheric purposes. If at any point in the hour you feel like you need to take a breather or a break, you can use the seated area you were just in outside. And you will, of course, be welcomed in after that break. And we do have a relaxed attitude towards sound and movement from our audience for the benefit of those who are unable to sit still or stay silent for a full hour. I'm Naomi, I'm the stage manager for today. If you need anything, I'll be right over there. I'll be live tweeting, but just give me a wave or come over if you need anything. If any of you need to hearing with headset or something like that, I have those available to you. Other than that, I'm going to pass over to Leo, who's our games master for today.
Okay, hello! My name's Leo, I'm the Games Master for this hour and until 3 o'clock. Now, what's this? What on earth is going on? This is a tabletop role-playing game, which means that the four people on my left and right have individual characters that they are playing in a fantasy setting. Now, there's 3 of them.
Just like that.
She was gone. I am playing everything else. So I play the allies, the enemies that they meet along the way. I even play the weather system sometimes if it becomes appropriate. And we mediate by the use of dice, which I usually only hold up one so it's easier to see. And that keeps things fair, question mark? Hilarious, no. It allows them to succeed spectacularly at things they shouldn't be able to succeed at and fail hilariously at things that should be quite easy. A quick catch-up on the story so far. Obviously, it won't be the whole story because we've had 100 hours of backstory up to this point. But the players are members of the Spirit of the Horizon, a scientific research vessel. They're all members of the crew there, which awakened recently an ancient evil god. And in trying to run away from that, they cast a spell that was beyond their control, and they find themselves in a completely new reality and desperately trying to get home. And they're in the last hour, they were tricked by the Warden, a sort of Ariag that's a 7-foot hairy with brown and red matted fur. They were tricked by him to come and join his zoo, by the look of it, and some of them have managed to break out and are currently fighting his guards, which also just happen to be dinosaurs, his guards. It's a really weird point you've jumped in on. I apologise for that. Dinosaurs who are shouting really encouraging things as they tear the players to shreds, like grace, peace, and love. Before we jump straight back into the midst of that combat, we were smack bang in the middle of Galanos's turn. We're going to meet our players, meet their characters. So tell me your name, and tell me your character's name, and give us a little bit about their backstory, what distinguishes them from the rest of the crew.
I am Isla. I am playing Noggin, who is a gnome rogue. I am the ship's dentist, and I very much enjoy collecting things, shiny things, and teeth.
Total pepto. My name is Ian, and I am playing as Brother Jurgen, who is a cleric of the goddess Lyra, who's the goddess of joy, except she doesn't exist where we are, and now something else is talking to me. Don't know what it is yet. In my efforts to...
I do.
In my efforts to try and reclaim my joy-bringing, I have recently given myself the promotion of Chief Morale Officer for the ship. So good times to be had by all once we're not getting murked up by dinosaurs. That'll be good.
Yeah. I'm Chloe. I'm playing Valor Elenvol, who is the commander of the ship, but she has no experience, no qualifications. It's just that the captain was handing out promotions to just anyone. She used to be a translator.
He's definitely got his favourites.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got his favourites. Yeah, and she's just doing the best that she can, considering she's a half-elf bard, so she mainly sings magical songs, and that's pretty much it.
My name is Oz, and I'm playing Galanos, the half-orc bard. Not bard, what am I talking about? I'm a fighter, very different, and I'm the tactical trainer on the ship, so there's usually, you know, a few of the Marines, etc., who guard the ship. I teach them what to do.
Fantastic. And it was, in fact, Galanos's turn when we last left off. So let's crank that music up, Nay. And what? I'm getting down with the kids. It's fine. When we last left off, you were sadly robbed of
Beset, I think.
three attacks that you should have been able to do.
Yeah.
So let's roll those as you bring your spear up, jabbing it at this Deinonychus right on top of you.
Yeah, I jab one with the spear, and then I pull it out, twirl it around, because you got to do that with the spear.
Yeah,
and
of
then,
course.
Just with as much might as I can, force it back into this Deinonychus, screaming "For Ares!" And I get a 18.
18 hits.
Doing 9 damage.
Excellent. And you've got another one, as far as I'm aware.
No, that was all 3 of them in total.
Yeah, you've got 4.
Oh, jeez.
Because every time you use an action to attack, you get 2 attacks.
Oh, and
you used action surge, which means
So I got another 18.
For a moment.
Another 18.
Another 18 hit.
11
Well, that'll
damage
hit.
with that.
11 damage.
Yeah. With whatever kind of force I can, I'm going to push the Deinonychus off the spear and then take a step back and just and get a second wind to get some of my health back.
Okay, fantastic. You just feel the adrenaline flooding your system, and it's really giving you a boost. So roll your D10 and add your fighter level, which I believe will be 9.
Ooh, 13 extra hit points.
13 extra hit points. That's not bad. As you've been jabbing at this Deinonychus, it's got starting to get cuts and bleeds all over it as it just stands there and looking at you, going, "Brother, brother!" It's really silly point you've come in on. It's not usually this silly.
In Galanos's head, he's just like, "I'm an only child. I don't understand what's going on."
Jurgen, it's your turn.
Okay, which one of the ones looks like it's the most dead-ish?
Well, the one that oh no, that's not correct. The one that jumped on Relora, one of the Deinonychus is currently pinning Relora to the ground and biting her shoulder. That got hit by a very well-placed crossbow bolt by Noggin, and it's bleeding prodigiously.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, I am going to use a level 5 guiding bolt.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Hold up there, Nelly. Roll your attack roll.
Oh, come on. 26.
That hits, surprisingly enough.
What is this? What does it look like?
Yeah. Describe to us your guiding bolt.
Right, so my guiding bolt basically at this point is just a giant glowing purple fist. It's just going to come and smack them right in the side of the head.
Fantastic.
Right, so now that is...
A lot.
Yeah, for 5, 6, 8.
8d6. Do you want more d6s?
That's cool, fine. So that's 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my god!
These are really bad rolls,
Oh,
mate.
sorry, I thought those.
13, 16, 18.
18. Okay.
Okay.
That could have been devastating. Instead, it was not.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, cool. And what form does your spiritual weapon
Well,
take?
as we all know, it's me in my own head, my idealized form, i.e., sexy Jurgen.
Sexy Jurgen.
With the big stick.
So Jurgen, played by Channing Tatum,
Yeah,
steps out, twirling this
Robe
quarterstaff
slashed
all
over to
around
the
him.
waist,
Exactly.
eight-pack,
He doesn't.
you know.
No, he doesn't even actually have
Back stance
the
thing.
robes on. It's just trousers,
Okay, there we go.
8-pack.
I know.
That's.
And yeah, I'm gonna whack them. Basically, you know.
Yeah, roll.
Rimstell's gonna just.
Spell attack roll.
Okay. So that's what's that? That's
D20.
Okay, fair enough. That's just a cast now.
Yeah, just as if you were casting it. Same thing for the
Okay.
guiding bolt.
10.
10 does not hit. Glorious Channing Tatum Jurgen is far too bothered about his 8-pack to be hitting this Deinonychus right now. But he does look great. and he sidles up to Relora's spiritual weapon, which is in shape of Relora, except her hands are claws. I just want you to all dwell on that for a moment. What colour is your spiritual weapon out of interest?
Purple.
Cool. Cool. Now it's the Deinonychus's turn.
Oh god.
The one on top of you, I feel like is just going to stay there because let's be honest, it's.
Yeah, why would it move?
It's got food. That's a critical success. And a 24.
Yes, that will also hit.
And a 22.
That will also hit.
Wow.
And a 14.
I'm gonna cutting words that 14.
Okay.
Oh god, I don't even. Again, she's just screaming, "You should be extinct!" Like she
That's
doesn't.
so mean.
And that's 8, so that at least one of them doesn't hit me.
Okay.
So, but it's 3 still.
Pound.
Now you know how I feel.
Well, you're like a lot more hardy than I.
You take 27 piercing damage and slashing damage as this raptor is just on top of you, going and just biting you to pieces on top of you. It's really horrible. It's not what Relora wanted to be doing.
I'm still alive, but I am.
You are?
I am really not in a good way.
And brother and ally, the two on top of Galanos are going to get their attacks now. So that's a 15, a 13. Those two don't hit.
No.
And then the other two are natural 19s, so I presume those will hit.
Yep.
So that's 11 plus 8, 19 damage from one of them. And good lord, these are pretty deadly, aren't they? That's a 20, a 25, and a 21.
They all hit me.
Yeah. Which is 5, 9, 40, about 19 other damage.
About 19?
Yeah,
Or exactly
19.
I am covered in cuts and gashes, and through my armour you can see red welts and bleeding into my clothes.
Yeah, because the raptor eats you while you're still alive,
Yeah.
as you know, drawing its claw across your belly.
I did hear this from another half-orc who wore like a fancy leather jerkin and hat when he was on an archaeology dig. I listened when I was a small orc child.
A small orc child, yeah, absolutely. The lecturer didn't like children for some reason.
Not at first, anyway.
Not at first, eventually, but that's another story. Noggin, you watch all of this unfold from your secure hiding place behind the harpy cage.
Yeah. Who's looking worse off out of the...
He is
Yeah.
fractionally.
And there are still 2 raptors clawing at me.
I've only got 1.
Okay, so I'm gonna peek out and I'm gonna fire another crossbow bolt.
Yep, this
Fast
is...
hands to reload.
Yep, sure. Fast hands to reload. Consider this a sneak attack.
That's gonna hit. That's 20.
Yeah, that hits.
26.
Which one are you attacking?
One of the ones
One's already been hurt.
Yeah, the one that's already been hurt, which is currently shouting, "Brother! Brother!" as it, tears Galanos to shreds.
Ready for some maths? 6, 8,
Maths is fun.
11,
Stop it, Ian.
15, 15, 18, 19,
26 is a lot of damage. Another, where do you aim with this one? The neck. So another well-placed crossbow bolt. You're getting good at this now. And the bolt just flies into this dinosaur's neck and it goes, "Brother!" As the impact hits. And it's starting to look pretty rough now. It doesn't look happy with anything that's going on right now. Meanwhile, off in the distance, you hear, this is Noggin specifically, you hear the unmistakable sounds of teeth on metal as a dinosaur falls on at least one of the clankers going.
I want to
You have tooth
Fast
snake?
No.
You've used fast hands. But there we go. Relora.
Okay, I would like to use my bonus action to take my potion
Yeah.
of superior healing,
Yeah, you would.
which is 4d8 or
8d8.
8d8.
8d4, sorry, 8d4. I always make that mistake.
So that
It's
is
because the other
7,
one's 4d4 plus 4. You get used to saying 4d4 and then you go 8d8. It's not, it's 8d4.
12,
You know.
6, 15,
Yeah.
19, 23 plus 8. So that's 31.
31.
31. So I'm not terrible. Okay, and with my actual action, I would like to cast sleep on the one that is on me
Sure.
at 2nd level.
Okay, so roll 7d8.
78, just in case. 5.
Oh, no, it is a second level spell, so it's 5d8. Sorry.
Is it?
I thought so.
I was looking on
Is it a first
online,
level?
so it says first.
Okay, then 7d8.
Sorry, so that's 7, that's 14, 18, 18 plus 7 is 25, and I think that's 5 rolls so far. Then 30, 34.
Okay, cool. As the blue orbs of energy come out of your hands, and you're just desperately willing this creature to sleep, and it goes, Grace? And then slumps on you, and is asleep.
Can I try and get out from underneath it?
Roll a strength check.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get out of this. No, that's 4.
Yeah, no, it slumps on you. Brother Jurgen, you've watched that happen, just so you know.
Got a minute.
You've still got your spiritual weapon.
Can my spiritual weapon still do stuff even
It-
if I've taken a bonus action to drink a potion?
Oh, no, it can't. No, you're right. Sorry. Yes, Galanos, it's your turn.
I'm gonna just try and stab this one that's nearly dead.
Yep, sure. That seems like a sound
Reducing the amount
strategy.
of claws, I think, is a good
Yeah.
choice this time. Is that no? That's a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Only 6 damage,
Oh, well.
and I'm gonna keep going. This 19 to hit.
19 hits.
11 damage with that one.
Okay, it's looking pretty rough. As you bring your spear in underneath the belly, you're like, where haven't I hit yet? Why isn't it dying? Cool. Jurgen.
Okay. I am. What's your health like?
My health's alright because I've taken a potion. His health.
Is it too late to quickly quaff a potion?
is a
You
bonus-
can do that.
It's a bonus action if you're taking it yourself, so you should be alright.
Anyway, be thinking while the
Yeah.
maths is happening. Just to set the scene, by the way, they're in the middle of a field. They're like a zoo, and they're just all around them are these magical cages full of all different types of monsters: giant crabs, dinosaurs, harpies.
Okay. So
You see me like pop open this
I know it's bizarre. It's really
this
weird.
test tube thing, glug it down. Some of my wounds you see heal up, but I'm still pretty bad. But it looks like your commander is underneath a raptor.
Yeah,
Okay.
true. I can't get out from
Right,
underneath
okay.
this sleeping raptor.
I'm gonna quickly run over and I'm gonna banish the raptor.
You're going to banish
Banish the raptor.
the sleeping raptor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
So
What
that she can get
what do I need to do?
It's basically
Is that wisdom or charisma?
let me just double check.
Would it be at disadvantage because it's sleeping?
It's asleep,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
It banishes
Is it
it.
the same, and also is it the same raptor I already shot? 'Cause if it is, then I've got advantage as well. So banish. Blah blah blah. Come on. Extended to another plane of existence. It's from this plane of existence it will come back here eventually.
do I get to save against it? That's all I want to know.
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma, I thought it was.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's better than.
Oh my.
So it's got disadvantage, and with disadvantage it rolls a 14.
Okay.
What's your DC?
My
16. Whew. And suddenly you point your finger at the raptor, and this spark of purple energy just leaves the end of your finger, touches the raptor, and then it's gone.
I feel really sorry for this raptor because it's like, oh, where the fuck am I?
And with my bonus action, I'm going to use my spiritual weapon to hit one of the ones, to get involved with the ones that are hitting him.
Sure. You see a absolutely ripped, gorgeous brother Jurgen running up the hill towards where you are. Make an
In my
attack roll.
head, I'm a lot sexier than I am.
Absolutely.
Make an attack roll.
Right, okay. What's the, can I add anything to this?
Yeah, it's your spell attack
Oh, okay,
modifier.
15.
15 hits.
Right, so is it D6 plus 2 things? Yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's whatever you would roll for your quarter staff.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, so that's 2D. Cool, alright. 2D8. Okay, so.
2d8.
Yeah, 2D8 plus 3.
Oh, right, okay.
Radiant damage.
Oh, it's just one of those d8. I didn't realise you'd have 2d8. It won't do the radiant
The
damage.
rubble 3, so 6.
6. Okay. It's on its last legs as Channing Tatum Jurgen comes up and just smacks it on the head. You're glad of the ally at this point, Galanos. It's amazing you've survived as long as you have. Anything else, Jurgen?
That's me. I am maxed out.
Okay.
I say to the raptor, maybe that one's your brother. Go for that one.
It's not a clever creature, but it still rolled a natural 17, so I don't think it's going to fall for that. Sadly. So the ones on Galanos roll. Your AC is 17, yeah?
18.
18. You'll be glad to hear that only one of them hit you this time for the first raptor, so that's 6 damage. As it bites your thigh, and the other one, 2 of them hit, which is 8, 16, 18 more damage. And you're just getting continually torn to shreds. To be honest, if it was anything other than Galanos, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
It's only the fact that Galanos has really taken this hit for the team here.
You hear Galanos shout out, "Come on, Heracles can do this. I can do this."
Heracles! Fantastic. Noggin.
Okay.
What the raptor on top of Relora
Why
is
are none
not
of these dinosaurs dead yet?
is not here anymore.
I was hoping to kill one in its sleep, but
They
it'll
are-
wait by the time it gets back.
I was the only way to get it off you, come on.
They are legitimately magic dinosaurs. So
Okay, well, all I can really do is crossbow.
yep, do it again. Which one are you attacking? Then?
Hey, critical success. I'm going to attack one of the ones that's on the half.
The one that's bleeding and nearly dead, or the one that's not bleeding and nearly dead?
The one that's not bleeding.
Okay. Because you rolled a critical, yeah.
So,
Cheeky.
I need to roll. Do I get to double my sneak attack damage as well?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy, but
Why don't you just roll it all and then times it by 2, so we don't end up having to roll
Yeah.
12 dice?
That's
She just told me she didn't want to roll 12 dice.
1, 4, 8, 13, and that's 18.
Mhm.
18 times 2,
36,
36, plus 8 times 2,
16,
yeah, 36 plus 16,
52.
plus whatever your modifier
plus
is,
4.
so 56 damage.
Oofed.
Rogues, man. As Matt Mercer says,
Yeah.
rogues, man.
Going for the neck.
Going for the neck. You see the soft fold of skin on the underside of this neck, and there's just the tuft of feather coming off of it, and you're like, there. And the crossbow bolt sails, and you see in slow motion almost as it cuts the skin and buries itself deep in this thing's esophagus. And it's just in the middle of saying, ally? And it goes, ally! Yeah.
Can I look about my little flanker?
Roll a perception check.
The time!
The time again.
Yeah. 20. You can't see it, but you can hear 2 clankers in opposite directions as Relora set them off in opposite directions, and they both sound like they're in fights with dinosaurs, basically. Relora,
So there's, what, are there 3 around?
you're lying on the floor.
Okay, I get up.
There are 2 attacking Galanos. They are both bleeding and not looking so great, but one of them is on death's door.
So it's just 2.
2.
We're currently dealing with.
Because the 3rd was banished.
It will, but it's not going to sleep.
When
That's
a
my
banished
favourite
thing
one.
comes back to the plane it was banished from, does it come back in exactly the same spot?
Not necessarily.
Okay. I'd like to use my spiritual weapon
Yep.
to go for the one that looks like it's on its last legs.
Yep. Roll just tap roll quick.
25.
25 hits.
She is gonna leap onto it with the kind of dinosaur claws that she has, and she's just gonna try and like tear at its throat.
Absolutely.
What's that? A roll
D8.
of D8. And it's with charisma.
Yep.
5.
5, not quite enough. Nearly there.
Okay, then in that case, I kind of get as close as I can.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my rapier to keep a bit of a distance.
Mhm.
And I'm going to slash at that one that's on its last legs.
Okay.
Again, just kind of aiming for like neck, the bits that look weakest.
Yeah. Well, it's bleeding from pretty much everything right now.
14.
Just hits. 14 is what you needed to hit.
And that's 5.
How would you like to kill this dinosaur?
Yes,
Oh,
thank
thank
God!
As it turns to you, watching you coming, its mouth opens and blood is dripping off of its teeth. That distinctly orc blood that it's just taken from Galanos's leg, and it turns to you and goes, "Brother!"
I want to. This is me taking a bit of inspiration from the barbarian captain, because I feel like he would want this. Stabbing him with the rapier.
Yeah.
And just kind of, when I pull the rapier out, I've got it at a slight angle so it drags right through and like pulls out the voice box.
Oh, so you stab him with the rapier and you
Grim.
flick up.
It's what Golem would have wanted.
But rapiers are not made for slashing, they're made for piercing, and you can't get it back out again. But it doesn't matter because, the dinosaur seems to be on the floor now. Hang on a second.
Okay,
And
yeah,
you
I
just
just
shake the sword off.
Pretend that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
The entire time.
No, I turn to the commander and I go, that's what I call sibling rivalry.
There we go. There it is. Galanos, it's your turn.
Too early for that.
I see the look of disappointment on the commander's face as I say that.
She's
Everyone's
performing.
face. Everyone's face.
No. She masks that as much as possible.
Right.
She is really trying.
Roll a deception check.
Deception. 17.
Roll an insight check.
No.
Yeah.
She enjoyed the pun.
Oh yeah, okay. Good. I'll continue then. Yeah, with this feeling that you're enjoying the puns, I'll turn to you and be like, time to make the other one dino soar.
Nice. Strong.
Oh my god.
Just attack it, mate. Just.
Bar open yet?
Distracted, the
Yes.
first one was a critical failure, and the second one gets 16 to hit it.
16 hits.
13 damage.
Wow, cool.
As with the first one, I'm just like, I don't even properly try and jab it, but then I remember what I'm actually trying to do instead of doing puns. Bring the spear back and just thrust it straight forward at it.
And it looks up at you, and it looks distinctly annoyed as well for some reason as it goes, ally! Yeah, okay, we're at Jurgen. Unless you've got anything else you want to do.
No, that's it.
Cool.
Alright, okay, so one dinosaur's dead, one's nearly dead, one's still somewhere else. Sorry, having a small holiday. Right, okay. I am going to use the spiritual weapon first.
Okay.
See if I can, see if I can just knock it off.
Short, roll the attack.
Cool.
As sexy Channing Tatum comes in.
and that is 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, and it's, yeah, so
without your radiant damage, but
5.
okay, cool. That's a good hit. A palpable hit.
Good.
As Channing Tatum brings round the quarterstaff, the purple quarterstaff, into its legs.
Okay, good stuff. Right, and then I'm gonna just run up and I'm just gonna smack it.
Cool. With Monsieur Stick.
Enough of this pissing about. Let's just hit it. With Monsieur Stick. There we go. And I rolled 12. So
No,
not
that missed.
all.
That missed. Yep. Sorry, Jurgen. It's now got multiple enemies on it. It's going to make 2 attacks on Galanos and 2 on Jurgen.
So the ones that go for Jurgen, because it's within 5 feet of me, I can try and interpose myself again. Just put the shield wherever I need.
Absolutely. Does that mean it gets disadvantage? Okay, fantastic. So we'll roll them individually.
I'm ready to do cutting words to one of these.
That's an 8, and that's a 15. 15 hit? No. So the dinosaur turns around and tries to bite you, and you're like, oh God! Oh Lyra, save me! And then out of nowhere, Galanos appears and just boonk! The dinosaur's snout bounces off of Galanos' shield. He saved you.
Thank you.
However, the 2 on Galanos, they both miss as well. That's a bit better. Noggin, why don't you kill it for us?
Yes, please.
Please,
I
someone
would very
kill
much like
something.
to do that.
Please.
Off we go. A 20.
Yeah, hits.
Right.
Roll that sneak attack damage.
1, 5, 10, 11, 13, 18, 19, 20, 22.
MVP. How do you finish this dinosaur off?
I want to go for the temples.
For the what? For the temples.
Yeah.
Yes.
Arrow right through.
Absolutely. You raise your crossbow, and it's in the middle of trying to get through Galanos' chainmail, and it's just going, ally! Ally! And you release the crossbow, and it just enters in one side of the head and comes out the other side of the head with a little bit of brain on it. And the thing just falls sideways. And it is dead now. You're well aware that Grace is due to come
We're
back.
still in for a minute.
at
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
point.
so
I just turned to Commander. I'm like,
probably
run.
not.
Run.
It's almost dead. Just kill it and then it's done.
We don't know if it's going to come back in the same place, do we?
No, you don't.
Oh, it's only the spell only lasts for a minute, so it could potentially already be back.
Let's go.
No,
Let's go. There's some
only
things
been,
attacking
what,
the clangers.
20
There's still dinosaurs about. Not clangers, clankers.
Fair enough, let's bail. Fair enough.
Okay, cool. Which way were you running?
Same way we were going, trying to get up to the...
Top of the veil?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do a sharp fade on that combat music, please, Naomi, and bring up something magical township-like. As you crest the top of the ridge there on the veil, and you're sneaking, are you? Okay, cool. As always, the rogues.
25? No, even more than that, but yes.
You
Cleric-
leave-
Cleric, don't suppose your god can heal me. I mean, I'm out of sorts right now, as well as your commander.
Don't worry about me, Jurgen.
We'll sort it later.
You crest the top of the ridge.
Does he actually say that?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, okay. I'll do a quick... just we were a bit busy, I thought we would just leave it to just now. Yeah, okay. Healing word, cast healing word on you. So that's, like, was it 40? Was it 40?
Well, it depends what level you cast it at.
3.
So that's 3d4 plus
Okay.
your bonus.
5, 6, and 14.
Can I get perception checks from everyone, please?
God. 13.
15.
17.
Galanos, you hear somewhere behind you, about 60, 70 feet behind you, just, Grace? Grace? That's it. And then a pop, 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 pop.
Oh, it's going away. No, but you made that
You
sound.
don't know.
They went. You
you
did
don't
that.
know.
They got quieter when you did that.
You don't know.
What's with that Grace one? I think it's gone. I heard its, footsteps going away. Could you hear that?
You look around, you turn around and you can't see it.
if it comes at us again, I have an idea. If anyone can incapacitate it or briefly control it, I might be able to get it to lead us to the Warden. Just to say that we might be better keeping it alive than dead.
As you crest the top of the ridge, you take in the vista around you. Behind you is the zoo in this valley, and you can just see scores and scores of force cages, these mystical blue sort of energy iron bars holding in these creatures. And then just beyond the glade where your ship has been taken out of water and lies now very out of sorts on its struts, next to the entire rest of the about 400 of your crew, organised by species, with the odd mistake as the teleportation magic has been moving people around a little bit. On the other side of the ridge, you see a wooden palisade, and from here you can see beyond the palisade that there is a village. Some kind of, from here, looks a little bit shantytownish. The palisade has a gate, which is guarded by, guess what? More Deinonychus. And on the other side, you can see that this village seems to be entirely populated by Eriag. These 7-foot-tall, matted with fur, not really much for clothing because their fur is so prodigious, it covers pretty much everything that you would need covering. And roll perception checks for me, for everyone.
19.
13.
27.
9.
Okay, Relora and Noggin, you see that they seem to be living a pretty good life. They're carrying back and forth huge buckets of food, fruits, meats. There's even an aqueduct which is running from the hill behind you. Noggin, the waterfall you noticed earlier is from a stream which is being aqueducted through across the valley you see now, down to this village. It seems pretty idyllic, to be honest.
Anything shiny?
Oh, there are shiny things everywhere you go, Noggin.
Good.
When you're Noggin, you find the shiny.
Commander, the warden that we spoke to, remember, he said that he lived in the woods, or he told us he lived in the woods. He did not choose to use the joys of internal plumbing. These people seem to be very much against that. I'm wondering if he's potentially some kind of outcast or something like that.
Yeah, but they're clearly with the dinosaurs because they've got dinosaur guards.
Yes, but just because they're with the dinosaur doesn't necessarily mean they're with him. He could be a whole different kettle of fish. I think we should try and check it out, see if we can speak to these people, see if they can give us some help.
I think that's a good idea, Jurgen. Is there anywhere I'm looking for a safe place to rest,
Okay,
even if it's a short one.
looking down into the vale, you can see the Deinonychus running around, desperately trying to find you. One of them seems to be bleeding quite badly. Just down the ridge, halfway to the palisade, there is a small copse that the four of you could investigate.
I say that before we move much further, we find somewhere and take at least a short rest. Some of us are still injured, and I don't think it's wise to get any closer to those beasts before we recover.
Maybe chat about what our plan is, that kind of thing.
Forward planning would actually, yes, probably be a good thing for us to start doing. Generally,
We
as a
are quite a
crew.
reactive bunch, to be fair.
Rather than just running into dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's very valuable.
Okay, you head towards this copse. How do you head towards this copse? Can I get a marching order? Noggin's being stealthy. Can I get a marching order as well?
As commander, I should be at the back.
Okay, I'll go just behind you.
No, I mean, as in
It's a-
because if something comes from
Leading from the back.
That's how we won World War One. Galanos.
So I'll go just behind Noggin, like ready if an arrow comes out of nowhere, just to get the shield in the way.
I guess I'm taking point then, yeah.
So Jurgen and Noggin, you're at the front. Roll stealth checks for me.
Oh, well, this is stealthy as a brick through a wash machine.
Is
20!
29.
Sorry.
20.
That's much better. Fantastic.
I am like Predator. I am the wind. I am the leaves and the trees, and I am the birds in the sky. You cannot see me. I am myth. Shh.
Jurgen whispers this to you, Noggin.
I'm very confused.
And then he moves, the quietest you've ever seen him move, just stepping on the perfect spots. As a rogue, the exact right route that you would have taken. His armor makes no noise whatsoever. It's completely out of character for him.
Like a morning breeze, I am gentle on thy face. They don't know that I'm here.
And as you enter the copse, not even the birds in the trees fly off. They're quite happy to just let you enter into this small wooded area. And you see that this is somewhat constructed. In a weird way. There's a big log from a fallen tree which has been carved into a bench type kind of a thing, and a small fireplace. This is obviously somebody's sort of hidey hole where they
it's
come.
not like the local park or something like that.
Yeah, it's more like the local hangout in the local park, if you get what I mean.
Also, the hairy teenagers come around here and have a.
No, we
lightning.
don't. What does that mean exactly?
Jurgen definitely gets what I mean. Sorry, what?
Sorry, just to clarify, is this a small cottage?
No. It's open air, but there's obviously improvised cleared seating.
So this is where all the hairy people, teenagers, come to drink the white lightning. And,
Yes,
right,
this
okay.
is where the white lightning happens.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
No. Obviously, you have no idea what we're talking about. I'm sure.
Are we able to stay here for a short rest?
Yes. Roll hit die.
Wonderful. Well,
if you want. Oh, Relora's going to sing a song of rest.
I was going to sing a song of rest
Sing a song of sixpence.
Extra hit die. If I sing a song of rest,
Yeah.
then is it possible to roll my hit die and then for other injured people to also roll? Is that basically 2?
Yes.
Cool.
I think so. I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sing us your song of rest.
Right. Some song of rest.
Got to sleep.
Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment of rest. Let your wounds heal. It's probably for the best. Just take a moment to ready yourself for what's to come ahead.
Awesome. So, if I understand how the ability works correctly, every time any of you roll a hit die, you may also roll a d8 and add that to the total of the hit die that you rolled. Is it just the one? Okay.
I can sing it during a short rest, and then anyone who hears it gets a d8.
An extra d8. Okay,
to
my
roll.
mistake. Yep. So just one extra
myself.
d8.
Oh, that was a bit rubbish.
I think it would be correctly powered, personally.
So I've got that.
Around and look for shiny things, flowers, teeth.
Sure, roll an investigation check.
Park. What kind of horrible nightmare park is this?
Roll
Lying around.
roll an investigation check for me.
That is a 27.
Right, you find several corks in the ground. There is one discarded bottle here. There's nothing particularly shiny beyond the bottle, but I mean, bottles are useful. Perhaps you should wash it out first, though.
Well, is the stream nearby? Can I go and wash that out now?
The stream is no longer nearby.
I'll just spit on it.
Wait a minute.
Great.
We're in an area with many plants and
Oh
things.
God.
Morale.
He has a collection of
Is this an
herbs,
investigation check?
Yeah.
Oh, I
leaves
see.
And things to improve morale.
I see.
He likes
10.
to refresh his stash.
As you breathe the air, you get the idea that this would be a wonderful place to take out your stash, but you can't necessarily see anything to add to it
Disappointing.
right now.
Now's not the time. We'll wait.
So you actually see me, like I sit near you, enjoying the music, and when your words end, you hear me just quietly say to myself, Aphrodite, lift my words up. Hades, take my words down. I fight for you, Wifrus, and I'll see you soon.
Cool.
Melora just sits with
Well-
that because she's not fought alongside Galonus that much so far. She's obviously heard about him and how hard he trains everyone, and his general dedication to the crew.
She's definitely met him.
Oh yeah, she's definitely met him. But she doesn't seem to do much communing with gods herself.
No.
So it's something that's a little bit out of her depth. But she turns and she thanks him for how hard he fought just now and is sorry for the injuries he sustained.
You're the commander. I'll do anything you say, and I'll look after you, and I'll look after the rest of the crew. That's how this works. I will not allow another member of the crew to get hurt on my watch.
And I the same. Thank you, Galonus.
Almorn.
Yeah, still feeling the loss of Almorn.
And on that note, the air changes in the glade that you're at, this small cot, and you feel the air start to become a bit cooler as the sun begins to set just behind the ridge that you just crested. You've been here about an hour at this point, just tending to wounds.
I'm covered in bandages.
Yeah,
everywhere.
you are just a bandage underneath your chainmail. What would the party like to do?
Well, now it's dark. Good time to sneak into that village. Wander about, and we'll be sleeping.
I need help with one thing. I've heard the word before. What's a palisade?
Oh, right. So it's this wooden. It's like a city defense, but not a very good one. So it's a wooden wall made of logs that have been stripped and just next to one another. Probably has a slight spiky defense around the front to guard against any siege weaponry.
Sure.
It's basically a hastily thrown up city wall.
Do we think we can climb that?
I think so. I can climb it.
Could just try going up to the front door.
There's dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are the gate.
The dinosaurs didn't attack us when we got close to the village the first time. I don't think these dinosaurs are the same as the other ones.
Do we think they saw
To
us
be fair,
the
you
first time?
didn't get close to the
Oh, I
village.
thought we were up.
No. You get about halfway there before.
I say we go up to the palisade, we see if it's scalable. If not, we go to the door. I potentially have means of communicating with the creatures, and I might be able to control them.
Do they know that's happening in that veil? I mean, they weren't really coming and going too much. Maybe they have no idea.
I don't know, but it seems to be the best option that we currently have in terms of finding any help or allies.
For all we know, this Warden could just be a lone nutter.
Aye.
I get that sense.
Could be. But let's sneak in and find out.
And under cover of darkness seems
Listen to what people are
Preferable.
saying. Like they could be saying to each other, "Oh, remember that nutter in the veil."
That would be convenient.
Yeah.
It would be convenient.
That's intelligence gathering 101 there.
They obviously not got the memo about loose lips sinking ships and all that, you know.
Can I get stealth checks for everybody then?
Yeah, alright.
It was inevitable. That was
Do
inevitable.
we not get any advantage for being under cover of darkness?
No.
Oh,
So on the way back, I'm just like,
I am the wind. Look at me. You cannot see me, for I am stealth.
Jurgen is rather full of himself, but because he knew he was good last time, Logan. This time, he's
Like
very-
a summer breeze on thy face, thou cannot detect me, for I am stealth.
Thank you. What did you get, Noggin?
25.
25?
16.
16? 15. So, as the party quietly-ish leaves the glade and heads towards this wooden palisade guarded by patrolling dinosaurs, that is where we're going to leave this hour of Adventurers Wanted. We'll come back to them momentarily in just a few minutes, but first, let's hand over to our stage manager, Naomi.
Thank you for coming to the 102nd hour of Adventures Wanted. Just a couple of things before we let you go. Just wanting to let you know that you guys are leaving on the 12th. So we are live streaming on twitch.tv/adventurouswanted. Hello everyone watching on the stream. And we are live tweeting at adventurous250 on Twitter. Please tweet about us, post on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you're using. Tell people about us. Please spread the word if you enjoyed it. We're just going to give an opportunity for Oz, Chloe, and Ian to do a quick plug.
Hi, my name is Oz. I run a role-playing stream at twitch.tv/ozmills. It's a role-playing stream which aims to increase the visibility of women and minorities in role-playing online. And that's what I do.
Cool.
I'm going to plug a show by Powder Keg, who are at Summer Hall at 10:15 each night with Morale is High Since We Gave Up Hope. It's an amazing piece of theatre made by some incredible people. It's songs, time travel, narrative, and they're incredibly skilled and funny and wonderful.
And I'm in a comedy panel game show called Imaginary Porno Charades. But seeing as you guys I've got socks older than you, I don't think you're coming. It's on every night at Sweetgrass Market at 11 o'clock. Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you very much. Alright, can we please have a round of applause for our players and our GM?
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed it.